Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a rowdy couple in love that loves reacting to some RWBY.
Yes, we do.
And Bucky wants to come up. Yeah, I don't know. He put him down, and then all of a sudden, I was like, he's like, reaction to RWBY? Okay, I love RWBY. So he wanted to come up for this.
Has to come back for RWBY.
Yeah. This is Volume 6, Episode 8. We have a playlist for all of our RWBY reactions, and we also have a link to Patreon. We can get up to a month ahead early access, early ad-free access on there.
Even better.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You ready, Bucky?
Stay close, move fast. The darkness cannot last. No hope, no path. But we got a dream to catch, and we cannot wait. Trust the way we're made. The sparrow's born to fly. The mountain tower. The river knows to reach the sea. Rain will help the flowers be. We're the same, you and me. Lightning doesn't take advice from anyone. The wheel of time needs to learn to stay. Sun seeks day. We'll find our way, and we'll catch the dream together someday soon. Rising like the
Come on! You didn't even hear us out!
Our orders are clear. The Mistral Atlas border is closed. Please, have a good day.
But-
A good day!
Mr. Good
If
Day.
you don't want to believe that I'm friends with Ironwood,
General Ironwood.
yeah, General Ironwood, then fine. But look, we have Weiss-Schnee with us, and we're trying to get her home safely.
Approach!
Way to use the celebrity.
Well, her sister is high up.
Very well. You may speak with our commanding officer. We will fetch her at once.
Her. Winter.
Yeah. So are they supposed to be Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
kind of.
Super weird.
That's how they strike me. Yeah.
What's wrong?
Well, I may know this commanding officer. That's good, isn't it? If she's your friend, then maybe she'd be more willing to help us.
She didn't say friend.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
exactly call us friends.
She said she knew her, not friends.
Acquaintances? Not quite. Colleagues? Former. Enemies? That's the one. What? Oh, yes, I come through here about once every 10 years to get my eyes checked up in Atlas. You bring outside cashews on one flight, and suddenly you're placed on the additional screening list for life.
You've got to be kidding me.
Now, let's not give up hope yet. Maybe she's dead.
I love it with the smile afterwards.
Introducing Special Operative Caroline Cordovan!
You Chinese? Okay, yep.
Which she-devil? I see you've chosen larger contraband to smuggle this time.
Oh, Cordo. You know, they say time changes people, but I see you've still got that stick right out.
Cordovan? My name is Ruby Rose, and I was wondering if you would hear us out about...
I've already heard what your other little friends had to say. Miss Rose. What are you doing back here? I thought I told you to leave!
And I told you we wouldn't rest until you let us through!
Nice to see you again as well.
You civilians are clearly incapable of comprehending the importance of our mission here in Argus. So allow me to say this slowly with smaller words. This base, that relay tower, the very safety of Argus are all gifts from the glorious kingdom of Atlas. And it is my duty to uphold them as only I have the wit and tenacity for such a task.
Such wit! Such tenacity!
Oh my god.
Or maybe Atlas just wanted to get you as far from the kingdom as possible.
You're just like the rest of these Argus ingrates. This city wouldn't even be here if it weren't for our Elysian ancestors. And what do we get in return? The entire world is ready to put a knife to our throats.
Please, we know your kingdom had nothing to do with the fall of Beacon. We were there. No one's happy about the Atlas borders or embargo, but I know General Ironwood is just worried. It's why we need to talk
The General is no coward. Atlas is strong. If all the kingdoms plan to make us their enemy, then so be it. Atlas will prevail.
Atlas will prevail!
Do you guys seriously have to do that?
Yep. I do.
If Miss Schnee has truly come to her senses and wishes to return to her family, then of course the Atlas military will escort her home. But the kingdom will not be responsible for her friends of questionable character.
Except
What's
for the
that
faunus.
supposed
Yeah.
to mean?
There you go.
It means we're done here.
There you go, Weiss. Let's stand in front of
your
Blake,
face
though, for
looks
that.
like a big dumb boot.
Way to show her, Nora.
I don't. Weiss, I told you we wouldn't leave your side for a second. We'll find a way to Atlas. Together.
Good job, Ruby.
So, where are we going now?
Yeah, what's the plan?
The plan?
There is no plan.
The plan just got shut on our face 3 times over. I'm going for a drink.
Okay.
Uncle Crow, I really think we should try and come up with something. Together.
What's his problem? It's not your fault we can't go on.
If he's gonna be a jerk, then we'll just come up with something without him. I mean, we've got Ozpin with us. He usually knows what to do.
Yeah, about that.
What is it?
John!
Everything we did was for nothing!
That's not true.
Really? Because it sure does sound like it.
I am.
If Salem can't be killed, then how are we supposed to win this?
The $1 million question.
Wow. Great plan, everyone.
Look, none of this is great, we know. But we're not the bad guys here.
Are we sure about that?
What?
He's in your head, isn't he? Did you already know about this?
John.
He didn't know any of it!
How much longer can we even trust him?
John!
How do we even know it's really him? What if we've been talking to that liar this whole time?
John!
Now you made Ruby pissed. Go take a walk, buddy.
Yeah. And ask yourselves how you define winning. Do you define it by killing Salem?
Exactly.
Be okay?
I don't know.
You can defeat somebody without killing them.
I think it would be best if we had some time to ourselves.
That's fair. You all freaked out when you found out too.
Yep.
Maybe we could all use some space.
What's keeping this guy here? This kid's like, without Oz, I mean,
What was he gonna do? Go back to his farm and wait for the end of the world?
Please.
I guess. He's got no special powers or anything.
Where
He's
are you?
been training a little bit more, but
You know, I came out here to avoid the yelling.
Sorry. The others went to get food for tonight.
Why not go with them?
I don't know. I don't know anything. What do I tell Jean and his team when we don't even have a plan? The crow's out drinking, the husband hasn't come back, and even if he did, I don't know if I could trust him. And there's always Jin, but we only have one more question we can ask her. I feel like I'm letting everyone down.
You know, you don't give yourself enough credit.
Oh,
True.
thanks.
That wasn't a compliment.
What?
If I have to explain it to you, it'll just defeat the purpose. But if you're tired of not knowing anything, how about we discuss those eyes of yours?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I would be honored.
Sit back down, for Pete's sake. Let's start with what you do know. Tell me.
Silver-eyed people are supposed to be legendary warriors. Or something.
So she knows nothing.
And at the Fall of Beacon, I turned a giant wyvern into stone.
Oh boy.
Look, if I already knew everything, I wouldn't be asking for help.
Yelling. It's not your fault. I had my father to teach me. And even he didn't have all the answers. But what he told me makes sense, given what I've seen.
Was he a huntsman too?
It wasn't really an official title back in his day. I only knew him as an old soldier and an excellent teacher. I never attended one of those fancy academies of yours, but I scored higher on the license exam than any other huntsman or huntress that day.
Huh. You must have been proud.
He would have scolded me for showing off. He'd never been able to find much information about our abilities. Just legends of warriors whose eyes shone like mirrors, reflecting the light of the world onto darkness. He found so little, in fact, that it made him cautious. How could such powerful bloodlines be so rare? Unless something was actively seeking to destroy them.
Salem.
I tried to keep my powers a secret, but as you know, it wasn't enough. I owe my life to my training and my semblance. At the end of the day, those are still your most powerful tools.
What is your semblance?
Reflexes! A silly name I came up with. Hard to explain, but I can sense everything better than most and react to attacks almost before they happen. Combine that with my training and secret ability to turn Grimm to stone, or blind them, or vaporize them.
Vaporize them is nice.
And that's how you become the Grim Reaper.
So, how do I laser beam monsters with my eyeballs?
First, you stop thinking like that. I want you to think of all the times you've triggered your powers. What did those moments have in common?
I was scared and stressed. Is it emotional? Like unlocking a semblance?
It's emotional, but more focused than that. Think.
You
What
feared
is
for
it
someone
you
else.
wanted?
To protect.
I wanted to protect my friends.
Precisely. It is the desire to preserve life which fuels the light inside you. And make no mistake, it is light. Preservation is an extension of creation, or at the very least, an enemy of destruction. The creatures of Grimm were made by the god of darkness, but your light comes from his brother.
How do you know that?
I always knew how to use the light, but never why it only worked on the Grimm. Then Jin showed us her vision. Were you paying attention?
The god of light. His eyes. Okay, where do we start?
Well, not here. The light will only work in the presence of Grimm, meaning the only practice you'll get will be a trial by fire. But what you can do is focus on creating a state of mind that you can tap into when you need it. Don't think about your light as a means of destroying evil, but as a way to protect the people of Remnant.
But that can't be right. You said the light only reacts to Grimm, but I used it during our battle at Haven. It reacted to Cinder.
Interesting. Perhaps there was something that you just weren't seeing?
Ruby!
Oh, hey, guys.
What's going on?
It's Oscar.
He's gone.
Missing.
Yeah. Of course, because why would he want to stay?
Way to go, Jean.
Well, I'm sure getting punched by Crow didn't help either.
No, probably not.
You know, and yeah, I mean, like, why would he stay? And like, you said to go back to his life and wait for the end of the world. Sure, like, you know, he can go back to his life and like have his life back. The only reason he was on this mission was because Oz kind of led him there. And now that Oz is gone, and you know, he doesn't really have as good of fighting ability or any like really like semblance or anything.
Everyone sees him as the personification of the person they're all mad at.
Exactly. So he's just going to remove himself. Like, I mean, I totally understand that. And that's probably what I would do as well. And I don't necessarily blame Jean because I get the reaction of, and if you're in that circle, like, and you know that Oz can take over, you do wonder, like, okay, what is he doing here? Because for all the reasons I just listed, why would he continue to stay unless it was to, I don't know, further Oz's cause or like, or some reason? Like, it would just be so hard to trust him. So I understand that, like, that reaction. I'm not saying I would have reacted like Jean. I'm just saying that, like, I understand it.
As I said in the episode, like, they all were just hearing something that our other group has had some time to digest, and they didn't digest it right away or react brilliantly when they first found out. So all of it's understandable. Obviously, the poor kid doesn't have like any relationship to any of these people.
Yeah.
And wasn't even necessarily a part of this of his own free will. So him staying even this long has been, I think, a strong show of good faith that he was hoping to help.
Yep.
And now realizing that there isn't a lot of hope because everyone right now is looking on it as, if we can't kill Cinder, we can't win.
Yeah. Salem,
sorry. I keep saying that with the two of them. If we can't kill Salem, we can't win. But I'm willing to bet if you were to ask any of them what they were fighting for, they aren't fighting for the chance to kill Salem.
Yeah.
They're fighting for something else. And that's, you know, we're seeing that sort of like on a more focused level with Ruby and her eyes, because it's not about killing Grimm. Your desire to kill is not what you want to feed and grow. It is your desire to protect and preserve life.
And she wanted to protect Oscar in that moment as well. She busted out the mom voice on Jean.
She did.
You got him to stop like right away.
Yeah, because Ruby doesn't get mad.
Yeah.
When you make Ruby mad, when she's throwing a wine bottle at you, Crow, or she's busting out the mom voice on you, Jean, like, everybody shuts up.
It's true.
I mean, she's got the power.
Yeah. I like the showdown between Granny and, or, you know, the Grim Reaper and what's her face? Like, I don't know if she's supposed to be like the Queen of Hearts or something. Those are Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a nice little, like, some people change, but you still got that stick up your.
I adore Granny. She's such a great and necessary addition to the team. She brings humor.
Yeah.
She has that, I've reached the age of giving zero fucks, and it's wonderful because everybody else on our team is young and passionate and strong-willed, and it's the end of the world as we know it all the time. And I don't say that pejoratively in sort of like a demeaning way of like they're melodramatic. Like the stakes are high. They are responding appropriately. But somebody who comes in is like the 80-year-old who's like, if we live, then great. I'm not going to live that long to see it anyway. So like, let's just do what we can. It is refreshing.
Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access, we're a month ahead on our reactions on Patreon. The link's down below in the description of this video. We also have a playlist for all of our reactions for RWBY. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for RWBY Volume 6, Episode 8. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.